Hey everyone, and welcome back to Ambitious Nature. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to actually fix your playback within DaVinci Resolve. This will help you to be able to render out and at least work through it a lot smoother. And so hopefully these tips will help. But before we get into that, please hit this like button and subscribe. It just lets me know that you really appreciate what I'm doing. And also let me know what you guys would like to see in the next video. So I'll just jump right in. So I have a couple examples I just want to show you real quick before you try to click away or whatever. But I have some examples of, for instance, this right here, this clip. There's 3 different videos playing with this adjustment layer, or sorry, a transform layer, and it allows me to splice up, well, I'm showing you as if you can see my hand, but splice up these 3 videos. So I'll play it back and show you what it looks like. And as you see, it's kind of choppy. I'll go over to another section over here where we have multiple videos playing. I mean, you can see it, but it's still glitching. And I think the hardest thing I had over here is this actual glitch effect, which drove me mad. I actually made 2 videos to create this effect because I didn't have a powerful computer, but I'll show you what it looks like if it plays it well. So you kind of get the picture. It's not running well at all. There's a couple different options we have. We can go up to where it says playback at the very top. You may not know this, but you can use optimized media and proxies. I will have to make a specific video towards proxies. I promise you it's not that hard to understand. But what it is basically the same file, just downscaled to where your computer can run it at a much easier frame rate. This is much more important for those that shoot still on Canon, which I've used to, but have crossed over to the Sony FX3. It just helps you out to kind of get through that process, and then you can relink your actual original files when it comes down to render. We won't do that today. We'll go into that on another time, but you do have this option. You have timeline playback resolution. You can choose right now, and it should be automatically set to full. You can choose to downscale this to half. So now if I go back to my videos, everything will play back at half resolution within this screen right here. Let's see how that looks. Okay, we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. Let's see the next thing. How does this look? Much smoother, much smoother. And let's go over to the glitch effects that struggled. It's not quite there. Not quite there. No worries. Let's try it one more time. Let's go down to where it says quarter. And let's try this glitch since it seems to struggle the most. Yeah, so the glitch effect is still the hardest thing so far on the computer itself. And mind you, I am running on I'll probably show a picture. I'm running on a MacBook. It's an M3 Pro with the 128 gigs of RAM, 2 terabytes of SSD. I mean, it's beefed up. It's an expensive machine, and it still cannot run this glitch effect. But there is a way to get around this, and it may help you out. You don't have to have nearly expensive as gear that I have. And what we want to do, if I can find it one more time, you want to go over to where it says your render cache, and there's a couple different options you can choose. From my memory, I believe DaVinci automatically had this on the download, but now they've changed it to where it's off, probably to help those that don't have powerful computers. But this is a great tool that I actually keep forgetting about. And I will select smart, not user. User means that you're kind of selecting within the tabs. Smart, if you notice, it pulls up my entire timeline. So everywhere that there is a clip, everywhere that there is a transition, a render, wherever it is, it will automatically start to render that in real time. And you will start to see these little blue nodes that pop up that let you know it's rendered. What that means is DaVinci is actually going in the background, rendering it out in real time so that you can play it back in real time. So I like to cheat it. This is actually running really fast right now, but typically it doesn't run as fast. I'll just be honest. But I like to cheat it and go back and press play over certain areas, and that way it'll go ahead and start to render it. Now, believe it or not, this same glitch effect, mind you, I'm not doing any tricks, will run very smooth. Like, look at that, y'all. I'm not even joking. I'll play back. And a cool tip though, outside of just this, because it is actually rendered, when you go over to your deliver page, and I'll make a whole video in regards to the deliver page too, but when you go over to your deliver page, because these files are already rendered, your rendering time will also be a lot quicker versus it having to render and create this cache and build up your RAM. Like, you can, if your computer can handle this, the smart version of it, I promise you, or even if you just have like any crazy effects that you can't play back very smoothly, just do it for that little portion. That would allow you to sync up, okay, it's not hitting at this time, it's not syncing with this, their lips are not connected to the audio. Like, just place it on for just a tad bit. You could always go back up to the playback and turn it back off if you really want to. Turn off the quick caching and put it on none. But honestly, if you just have something that's too taxing, can't say it enough, this will save you so much more time. And it may actually save you from having to buy a new computer so quickly. But there's also one more thing you have to consider. It doesn't matter how fast your computer is. A lot of your bottlenecking, or a lot of what slows down your computer in terms of processing, whether it's the rendering part or just the natural cache, is also your hard drive. So we're going to show you the green screen area for a little bit. This is a standard hard drive. I bought this from Best Buy, I believe. I don't think I really ordered for Amazon with these, but you can find them on Amazon. But this is back when I used to work at Best Buy. Long story short, this hard drive is about a 8 terabyte. I have like 2 of these bad boys, and then I have a 16. They're pretty powerful. They do have to be plugged in, and you'll see some that Xbox and all them use. You can get the little handheld ones that plug in. They only go about maybe 150 megabits per second. Seems fast, but not when it comes down to rendering. It's just, rendering just takes a lot of your resources. So what I recommend is what typically a lot of people do to save money. Buy these bad boys to store all of your data, and then when it comes down to editing, if you can afford it, get one of these or 2 of these like I have, but have these on deck. This has 1 terabyte, I believe this has 2 terabytes. But long story short, I keep my standard hard drive. I keep this hard drive to store all my files, and that's basically just it. It's a data bank for all of my contracts, everything I've had over the history, because I obviously shoot films outside of YouTube, which is why my videos sometimes be sporadic. And then for these, you want to download your files from your hard drive onto this, because this will run it not at 150, but up to 1,000 megabits per second. It will be blazingly quick in terms of how you edit, how you render, I'm just telling you, it runs so much more smoother. So please, if you can afford it, I don't care if you wait till summertime to see a deal. I don't care if you wait till Prime Day. It's not like an emergency thing, but definitely I will say you have to have one of these on deck, or have a computer that has an SSD. But either way, these are literally the best way to render anything, to enhance your playback speed 10 times in some cases, a lot faster. Without these, it doesn't, like if I'm rendering to my hard drive, it does not matter. If I have a off-brand hard drive that's not Western Digital or Seagate, something that's not clearly as reputable as one of these two, and I'm sure there's some more, but if you get like a very bottom tier because you want to go cheap, I promise you're gonna hate it, and you're gonna feel like you're not a good filmmaker. And it's not you. Like a lot of it is the hardware. So please get a hard drive, or and an SSD, not or, but an SSD, and that would also help out with it. And like I said, I'll just show you really quick because I believe it's probably rendered. Yeah. So I see. I mean, all of my transitions, everything are running just fine. So this is with the smart caching on again, but yeah, I just wanted to drop in really quick because I understand that a lot of people are starting to switch over to DaVinci, and you may not know all the different tricks, or you may feel like you have to have this $50,000 computer. You don't have to have that. You just need to know what you're doing and how to do it, and that's what I'm here for. So if you like this video, please hit that subscribe button. Hit the like as well. Let me know how much you appreciate the video. Let me know what you don't like so I can change and hopefully work on that in the future. I hope I left in all the tools and everything that you need as far as playback. But if you have any questions, go down to the comment section and let me know what you would like to see next. And I will be back. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.